I am Maharlikan.
Good morning. Magandang umaga. It's a wonderful day, July 30, 2024. Princess Maya the Shaman. I am glad to be with you, and I know that there is always a way on how to present, project, and tell the whole world that we are on the top of all the programs that is happening throughout the world. Yesterday, we have also an interview together with Princess Radha. Unfortunately, there was so many glitches because of internet connection and basically because some people sabotage the link. But we have still to thank them because they never realize the time has come wherein all of this communications gadget, link, applications, satellite shall be also rectified. The time has come and they cannot stop it. As we say, time changer. The world is topsy-turvy, in chaos. Most of them are now clamoring for resolution, for order, that they do not know how to do it. I am here in the Raja to secure all this because I know that this is our mission. I have said a long time ago that I could fix the whole world once I fix Mindanao. And Mindanao is the showcase of banditry, kidnapping in the past, wherein there is no law. So many outlaws just roaming around, ready to kill. That was before I came into this mission in 2010. I am born Mindanaoan, and I know how to put peace in Mindanao. So, for now, the world watching, my platform, my roadmap together with the Raja is peace, defense, economic development, healthcare and learning program, and renewable energy. In all this surmise, the one system that I did is the recovery of the land properties, heritage asset, bank accounts, cash accounts deposit of the source of origin, and that is from the royal family of Lugus Empire. When you say Lugus Empire, it is the kingdom that had loaned all this land properties throughout the whole world. Now you say, how did it happen? How come? The world is governed basically by God, by Allah, who created the entire universe. We have the proof that our great ancestors were the ones who gave authority, who gave independence throughout the world. The first to gain independence was then the United States of America, and that was in 1700. You can find that. You can check on that. But so many of us are just like pointing to the periphery of this mission. To see is to believe. That's what they get. We have the duplicate copy from the original certificate of title, and that is the Royal Government of England, Philippine Islands, Islas Filipinas, and that is governed by the Office of the Royal Audiencia, of the totality of the title of the Philippine Islands. And that was signified that the Lugus Empire, consisting of 169,972,500 hectares, that is, including the seas, including the parts of the East Pacific Ocean, on the west by the South China Sea, and on the north by the Bushy Channel, and on the south by the Celebes Sea and the southern Borneo. Plains, mountains, forests, and seas more or less embrace 4 major islands, including the North Borneo. When you say North Borneo, it expanded to Sabah, Sarawak, Kalimantan, Bulungan, North Borneo. Precisely, it is now the kingdom that is tasked to recover the entirety of the global asset, because the United Nations sovereignty is coming from the Lugus Empire, from the source of origin of all the gold, oil, diamond, deuterium, gas, heritage assets, cash accounts, bank accounts in all nations in their central banks. Gold backup is the land, seas, mountains, rivers from the mother account, and it is recovered and due for implementation because it has been returned to the divine ownership of sovereignty, the Creator Himself. All of you are just laughing and laughing and laughing because you don't have faith. You say you are all deeply connected with the Creator. Whatever denominations of faith you have, you can understand me. Now, this original certificate of title had been kept in Vatican, kept in the archive of Great Britain, kept in the archive of Brunei, and kept in the royal family of the Philippine Islands and in the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo, Sultanate of Maguindanao, Sultanate of Raja Buayan, Sultanate of Lanao, Sultanate of Panay, Sultanate of Luzon, all of those that Queen Helen and Raja Mamay gave the restoration of the blood within the territorial domain of the islands mentioned are under the Lugus Empire. You haven't seen the mission that first and foremost, Queen gained its power and authority to the one who sent him, to Raja and to her, the queen, that power is innate in their hearts and their soul. And as the queen of the universal magnum and the queen of the global earth, in direct succession of the one appointed, designed, and chosen by the ancient ancestors and the forefathers and the living witnesses, Queen Elizabeth II is handed directly to the heir and successor, which is Queen Helen Abdurajak. Do you think I will work this through thick and thin, putting my life on the line if I have no authority? I have faced a lot of death threatening, even putting myself into framed up ambush, being put into the very heart of the bad people that can kill in a time. I have gone through with it. So therefore, the mission of our beloved Princess Maya, the Shaman princess, this is the embodiment of the divine power given to us. There are a lot of people trying to hurt us, stop us, and even make a lot of mess just to stop us. Just today, you can just imagine how on earth your internet gone out because they knew that we have a schedule and it is posted in the Zoom and in the Trimedia that we have an interview at this exactly time, and it just went out because they are also powerful. It was given that opportunity for them, so they have their own Interpol also. So, but nonetheless, they cannot stop us. That's why I was telling you your questions of how I manage this mission, despite that I have my children, despite that I have my family to take care, despite that I have the Raja who really needs my support and my assistance and my care. How I manage my sleep, my time, it is all in the hands of God. Sometimes I sleep how many hours in a day, in a night, just to compensate my bodily needs of rest. That means without God in me, without the Creator in me, I cannot do this. I cannot perform the task that has been given to me. With that roadmap of peace, defense, economic development, healthcare and learning program, and renewable energy. And behind this is the gold, oil, diamonds, and all the minerals, aqua, agri, embedded in the soil below the earth, are entrusted into the hands of the Queen for the global resolution of the financial crisis. This is the most important thing that had the impact why I have to put peace in order in Mindanao, in Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, Basilan, parts of the border of Sabah, and even in Sabah, because this is already the mandate that I have to fix the territory of the Lugus Empire. Imagine in 2010, wherein I have to face all the bandits, all the created people to sabotage Mindanao. All of these bad elements are directly involved in the peace process of the office of Malacanang. Precisely, I was telling you that peace process is just the propaganda, the black operation of the government of the Maphilindo, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, and supported by the royal family of Brunei, of Johor, and all the Islamic nations. We had made the blood compact. As we know, that is the basic move that I had so that I could consolidate the armed groups, the conflicts, to agree for the purpose of negotiations in the rightful perspective, not the government, not the interference of the Islamic nations, nor the United Nations they have chosen, because their protocols is different from what I have done. I am born Mindanaoan, so I know the situation, the condition, the people. Unlike the theoretical approach of the peace process done by Secretary Galvez, an ex-general of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, they have created armed men to sabotage so that they can put peace. And that is what I call peace in the premise of war, and war in the premise of peace. But it is not workable in the land of promise. That is the basic documents they have brought to Brunei, to Malaysia, so that they could release the heritage asset in support of the peace process. But Queen, nothing. Only the teardrops from God begging them to stop the war and do the order of peace in the name of Allah, in the name of God. However, they have disrupted all of this because the people are misguided. The people are being lured to the power of the politics, the power of the military, the power of the Lord of evil, and that is the kidnapper ransom, the Lord of drugs, the praise the Lord that they have created. Imagine peace, but they are the one doing the sabotage. Defense, because I know that I cannot just trust the military because they are the one doing the illegal way. I am bold enough because I know peace process. They have spent a lot of money, but the military are the gadgets, are the contract men of the politician in the area, in the premise that they have their sultans from the claims of Sabah. So they have really made this as a government. That's where come the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. And that is basically from ARMM. They just put the B. That's why I called them Bobo, Egypt. Why? Because they didn't know that there is the truth behind that they cannot just simply hide forever. And that is the monopoly. That is what you call their ability to control, because they can do anything with the oil field, the source of all the oil, gas, and deuterium in Lugus on Mars. So they have to play the games of conspiracy, of black operation, of black propaganda. Defense. So we have our own royal people to do this, and that is the peacekeepers, the Raja Sulaiman peacekeeping group, special security forces, the RAF that we have, not the RAF that they have bought. You know, we have already at least the Royal Armed Forces, but the government paid them. And those people involved are also marked up, and they knew that they cannot do without doing the punishment. I know it will, because with them, their conspiracy, their involvement in the black propaganda has destroyed Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan, due to this illegal and killings in the Sabah standoff, Sambuanga standoff, 44 Sapman sacrifice, Marawi siege, Pagla standoff, and yet they hailed this politician, even giving them awards, and yet they are the killers of the poor people of Mindanao, of Sulu, Palawan, Sabah, Sarawak, Kalimantan, Bulungan. This is the reason that we have to change this government. Economic. I created a lot of corporations. A lot of cooperatives are there already. But what they did, they have misused, abused that Imperial Federation of Farmers and Fishermen. Didn't know that even all those current check used and abused by them had serial numbers, and it is easy for them to be taken down for contributing to the economic collapse of the whole world. Imagine the conspiracy rooted from the top level, from Vatican down to the governments, because of monopoly, because of the source of origin, because of the heritage asset that is all deposited in all central banks of the world. Economic sabotage is the highest crime, and that is already addressed, and I have already advised the United Nations into it, the recovery of the properties that had been stolen by the oligarchs, by the head of states, from the source of origin, from the mother account. Healthcare and learning program. The resolution of the global health crisis. That's the one that I had really focused after they have done the depopulation campaign, which is the killing, illegal killings, and they have made use it appeared because they are the one who played gods in this generation. I have fought hard, head-to-head collisions with the government of Sulu, with the healthcare of Secretary Galvez, because they were the implementer of this job that they have in Mindanao, in the Philippines. I fought hard because I know that I have to stop them killing the poor majority for them to rule the world. It takes a lot of nerve, bravery in my heart and in my soul to fight them, that anytime I could be killed. My people knew that because I have rescued a lot of them. And because they are the gods in their territory, they thought they can just drop me off or kill me in an instant. But no, they don't know that I have my guardian angels, my ancient ancestors protecting me in the defense of the poor. I know they have seen that. Learning program. Recently, the vice president caretaker, because I don't recognize them as the legal government. BP Sara Duterte, they should be honest that they are not anymore in the government. They are the ordinary citizen as per resignation from the cabinets. Why do they have to cover that they have also the same resigned as the vice president? And to you, Mr. President, you have no authority right from the start. The election was man-made, manipulated. All the machines are all destroyed or non-operational, but it was the performance of the illegal dictations of the cabals. So therefore, there was never a good elections, never in the history of the Philippines after 1986. As we say, go to the top and you will know the programs of the evil mind of those manipulation, orchestration of all those in the head of Malacanang. So we have all of this. That's why I am recovering all of this through the platform, through the roadmap that I have done. Peace, defense, economic development, healthcare and learning program. It is stabilized by the fact that I had been working 24/7 in this mandate that has been given to me through that roadmap in the entirety of the sovereignty that has been entrusted to me. Not only to that, because as we say, all of these coded accounts, the TVM, LSM, 666, the Alpha Omega 777, the CM, all of this A101, all the accounts all over the globe is back to the mother account and no one can touch that except the Queen. Precisely, you are trying to outdo all of this. Outsmart me? Oh, you cannot. Because the source of origin of oil, gas, and deuterium, that even the Petronas is liable. The British oil and gas, all of this up to the OPEC, up to the OIC, Organization of Islamic Conference, you have to deal with the Queen. So Princess Maya, I know that this is really very, very important. And this broadcast that I have together with you, which even they have tried to stop, please air this out in the premise that no one can stop the mission of the Queen because this is mandated by the divinity. As a shaman, as highly spiritual woman, you are my sister and we'll have to do it. We have to do it together with Princess Rada. And I know that this broadcast that I have, this July 30, 2024, together with you, is still on. And I know my people will be happy to hear this back again. Thank you very much. God bless Philippines. God bless the whole world. God bless America. And I know that we need to rectify all the agencies all over the world, all the governments of the world, back to the mother of all mothers. And that is the Philippine Islands, the Lugus Empire. Masalam.